The one that hit me the hardest was before I actually started going out on my own and was shadowing the after hours team. We got a call from a different state worker about a family who had moved to our state and we needed to follow up. The family had 6 kids, and the barely 12-year-old girl in the family was a registered sex offender. At 12. It was heartbreaking. It was a blended family, and the mom, who was the bio parent of the girl, believed that the girl had been exposed to porn and sex by her bio dad. Anyway, one night one of the kids said, "Girl's name touched my privates." The parents, shocked, talked to each kid individually, where they all disclosed that she had touched them. Not knowing how to handle it, they called CPS in their state for help. CPS came out, called the cops, and for reasons that weren't clear to me, the child was placed on the registry by a judge. In my experience, usually they try inpatient and other therapies before going that route. But apparently that state and judge did things differently. So when the family moved to our state, we had to go out to make sure that the family was following adequate guidelines. For example, the girl was not allowed to be alone with her siblings. She couldn't swim in the pool at the same time as her siblings. She couldn't go to school or the park or birthday parties because she was a sex offender. Her siblings couldn't have friends over. She was such a sweet kid. It really was such a sad situation. She told us she wanted to be a fashion designer and her favorite thing to do was play Xbox with her siblings. All the kids were in therapy and they appeared to harbor no ill will towards her. I think about this case a lot and I always wonder what happened to their family. It was one of the first cases I investigated, but it involved a child death. There was actually another worker assigned to take the priority 1 cases that day, but she was stuck out in the boonies working another emergency when we got the call. A 2-year-old child had been brought to the emergency room by her mother. The child was code in blue and she had a living sister aged 3 years old. I had just been cleared to take P1s and my unit supervisor sent me to start working the case. She also called the region to send us a special investigator, a CPS investigator with police or military experience. They have special privilege in their work. By the time we got the report, police were already questioning the mother. It was my first time to witness a police interrogation. The mother refused to speak English during the interview and she had her friend translate for us. For some reason, there wasn't a Spanish to English translator brought for the interrogation. Anyway, the mom claimed the child had been jumping on the bed with her sister when she fell off the bed and hit her head on the floor. She was vomiting later in the evening, and when the mom checked in on her for the next day, the child was dead. Super sketchy, as preliminary reports showed no head injuries. We went to the house to investigate the scene with the police, and the mom and everything had been stripped bare. All the furniture and family